can you install asphalt shingles over old asphalt shingles?
Yeah, but the next guy's gonna hate you. We're doing one. Well, actually, we're finishing it maybe an hour ago. It was 3 layers, which by code in our area, and I think it's national code.
Three
Two
layers.
layers is the max, I
Yeah.
believe. I know in our area, 2 layers is the max. So you can do a layer of shingles, a layer of metal, 2 layers of shingles, whatever. Um, the most I've ever tore off was 7 layers on one roof. And I swear to God, that house lifted like 3 inches once we got them all off because you know how much
So
weight.
heavy.
Oh my God, you know how much weight was on that poor house. Like, there's no way the windows opened because it had to have them buckled. You know what I mean? Like that much weight on the roof is
Yeah.
so. It was like 30 square, and I think it was 4 dump trailer loads on 30 square. Usually it's one. Usually one dump trailer on 30 square is sufficient.
That's like that's
Um,
gotta be dangerous.
oh yeah, yeah. You can't do that. Like you should not do that. You
Who
shouldn't
was
do two, in my opinion.
Yeah, 7 times though? Who was there one contractor kept coming back and doing it, or is it multiple or
I mean, this is an old farmhouse. Who knows? Probably the old farmers that live there just, hey, order some shingles. We'll go nail them on because it's leaking. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's
And
just
that
kind of what
that's
happens. I've even seen it where contractors are real shady and shitheads, and they'll go up the rake and down the eave, and they'll cut off, a foot of shingle and then install the roof over the rest of it. So the next guy and the homeowner can't tell that there's 2 layers on it or 3 layers on it. Yeah, we've ran into that before too. So we've got it in our contract that states no matter what this says, if there is another layer, we're going to document it and we're going to bill you per square for the extra layer because we've ran into that more than once, surprisingly. Um, you can, you know what I mean? If it's a budget issue and that's just what fits the bill, you can do it. There's nothing wrong with it
a little
necessarily. It's
layer.
just you're probably not going to get the warranties from manufacturer that you would get with a clean deck. I know as a master leak contractor, to give certain warranties, they require a clean deck. So we got to tear the felt off. Everything's comes off clear to the bare wood, and then we install the new roof. But it's hard to find those soft spots. It's hard to find a lot of issues that you know could be underlying if you don't tear it off. So it's like hanging drywall over existing drywall and not knowing if what's in behind it was moldy. You know what I mean? Like, okay, well, you're still just hanging drywall over a bunch of mold. You still have mold in your house. So same idea.
You're just running a risk there. If you do decide to lay down another layer on top of an existing layer, would you still lay down some kind of underlayment in between the layers, or would you just go straight over
We don't do it at all, but I believe from what I've seen tearing off, nobody does. So anytime I've ever seen
multiple layers?
multiple layers, it's always just shingles right over shingles. I never see it. A layer of shingles, a layer of felt, a layer. I don't think I've seen that one time.
Yeah.
But again, you're playing in that world of no manufacturer warranty to where install process isn't really regulated.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like you're not gonna if you're already such a budget that you don't want to tear off the old roof, why would you go to the expense of putting underlayment? But
Right.
I guess it's kind of redundant because you already have the layer of shingles underneath.